invited to speak, even people I don't know. Why? Because I made myself available. I have a product I'm selling, and the product I'm selling is the word. So, which means that business, there is a business called the business of or speech. I am not a comedian, so that is why my message may not make you laugh, because I am not here to make you to jamboree and like. No, what I'm saying is that we want to unlock that hidden potentials. You know, one of you, many of you may not know you can fly from a three-story building until there is a lion coming and all doors were closed. You were in a place and all doors were closed and there is a lion very close to you. So if somebody would have told you that, can you jump from it? Say, I cannot jump it. So many of us, there are certain things we cannot do because we don't stretch ourselves. So we have to unlock those things. God has put those things in us to bring out the best of himself out of us. That's why we say there's something we call bringing the real you in you. In you that is sitting, there is something that is more realistic than the physical being in which you are. There is more you can do than what you think you can do if you will just try to free yourself. Please, are you with me? So that is what graphic designing is all about. And what I want to tell, just like that question that sister had, many things when it comes to designing, it cannot be theoretical. It is practical. But do you know that I have designed more than 100? I designed church flyers. I designed birthday. I design a lot of things on my smartphone. Because our problem at times is that we clamor more on what we don't have when we don't lay on what are the advantage of what we have. Yes, what I don't have, I pray to God. But what I have, I look at it, God, how can I make the best of it? So that is why you just give me your name of the company now. I put it, you give me 10 minutes, I will just design a letterhead paper for you, just through my phone here. What they are saying, he said they don't want you to borrow. Don't you know that begging and borrowing make you to be at the back? For how long are you going to be requesting for urgent 1K, urgent 2K, when God can even make you better than that? Just look inward. Stop looking outward. Stop clamoring on what you don't have, and let's lay emphasis on what is it that I have. You have a smartphone here. Let me see. Can you just raise it? Or you have a smartphone in your hand? Whether it is working, whether it is not working. Let me just see it. Thank you. You can hold it together because you're holding a hand. Okay, you have it. Let me see. You have a smartphone. Then, which means there is nothing you cannot do with this smartphone in your hand. I will just give you a little clue because my sections, no. Let me just give you a little clue because of the benefit of this class. There is a app we call Pixel Lab. How many of you are aware of that? App, Pixel Lab. Pixel Lab. Pixel-Lab. Pixel Lab is an app that can allow you to do any kind of design if you are well mentored. There is nothing you cannot do on Pixel Lab. If you can just take your phone now and go to your Google app and download Pixel Lab and open it, what you're going to see there, you're going to see a default page. And on that default page, there are many templates. The already made template is there. Even on that Pixel Lab, you can do 3D animation video there. So when you open it, you will see our default page. You will see a lot of templates. It's there. And when you open your Pixel Lab is just a very powerful free graphic design app for Android that allow users to create social media graphic logo, flyers, and other creative design directly on your smartphone, irrespective of the kind of phone you have. In as much you can open your Play Store and you can download that app, then you can make use of it. What are the designs you can do on that Pixel Lab? You can do business banner flyer, church flyer, birthday flyer, wedding invitation, wedding jotter, exercise book, invoice receipt, mock-ups. Mock-ups is another course on its own. But did you know you may not be able to know you can do this thing if you don't push yourself to do it? Because at times we say, oh, I don't have a system. Oh, I don't have a laptop. It is only people that have laptop that can design. But I'm just telling you that even on that your smartphone, there is something what you can do. It doesn't matter if you start as an amateur. It is the professionalism. The more you grow, the better you become. Someone who didn't go to a place will never arrive at a destination. So that is what they are. Let me just give you two more things about this graphic design before I go briefly into the CAC online business registration. Now, when you now have your image, you know, as many of us, we have image on our phones. Maybe you don't like the background. You want to change the background. Anybody can do it. Just go to your Google. Just type remove.bg. Remove.bg. Once you click that, it's going to open an interface for you. And that interface is going to allow you, okay, it's going to show you an image that has a background and how the background was removed. Then it's going to ask you to go and upload your image. You just take it to maybe your gallery, wherever your picture is. Then you pick it and it will be, and you picked it. Then it will be processing, and before you know it, the background will work. So you can use it for any of your design. Then is there any image? Maybe you need you want to design Holy Communion service for your church. Just go to Google. Just type Holy Communion, PNG. Holy Communion, PNG. Does that PNG mean? It means that it should come with no wall, no background. So in fact, when you want to give your graphic designer work to do, you must give him a glimpse of what you are expecting. Many of them are not Christian. They don't understand spiritual things. But you can get your information. You can get your image. There was a time I gave my graphic designer to do a design for me, and the picture she used, the lady was poking her nose, and the lady was using about 9 places of her ear was pierced, and she was raising her hand doing what I said, I don't like this. Because they don't understand. To some people, it may not be bad, but for what I wanted, that is not the image. Because when you give a graphic designer an assignment, there is something you are expecting. So you can get your information down by yourself, then you send it to your graphic designer. What I'm just telling you is that even your daughter's birthday, your daddy's birthday, something you can do on that Pixel app all by yourself. It may not be the professional touch, but you can start from somewhere. Imagine if I'm in a place like this, and Mommy, I know about Pixel app. Please, can you just put me through a little? I will be so happy. Because it is better to help someone who already have the understanding than someone who is a known entity. Because they don't know, and they will be acting as if they know. So that is that. So you want to get image, just go to the Google, type the image and write PNG there. And let me just give us that. Let's go straight to the business of CAC. I want you to know that CAC is an acronym of Corporate Affairs Commission, not Christ Apostolic Church. It is an acronym for what? Corporate Affairs Commission. Let me say this in simple terms. CST is to business what NIMC is to all Nigeria. Without NIN, there is no means of identification. Recently, I was to register a client for a business name, and the first thing you do when you want to register a client is to go for the name search. And the client has been bearing the name, let's say like 5 to 6 years. The name has become an household. Now, let me tell you something. That name you are bearing is not your name. I mean your company name if it is not registered. And that is why before people begin to know you with that name, make sure you register it. So, and the first thing we did was to go for the name search, and we saw about more than 100 people that already having that name, because CAC has given them certificate, no other person. Just the name of my company now, Surplus Grace Professional Associate. Even if you are the daughter of Tinubu, they cannot give you that name again, because I have the registration number already. And when the last speaker before I came was speaking, business registration gives your business a sense of credibility. People really know, okay, this one knows exactly what he or she does. I remember when we had to register our foundation, many people couldn't support us because they believe that, foundation is just like, many people believe foundation is just a way of you enriching your pockets. Because not everyone that really have the mind to be help to humanity go for go for foundation. Many people use it as a way to enrich themselves. So, but when you follow the procedure, in fact, you cannot, when you follow the procedure, because if you have to be a foundation owner now, number one, after you go for, the first thing you have to do is to register for a CAC. And that is not a big, because we have two types of registration under CAC. We have pre-incorporation and we have the post-incorporation registration. Pre means fresh. Pre means new. New business, new company, new foundation, new whatever. But when it talks about foundation, all this one falls under NGO, including church, association, mosque, and etc. So they are pre-incorporation. But post-incorporation means that what you are doing after the company, the business name as well, has been already registered. For instance, your TIN, tax index number, your FIRS, your SCUMU. You have to do SCUMU when it is an NGO. You have to go for SCUMU. So, and so on. And your annual returns. This is what you do after the first 18 months of your registration, which is just 5K from CAC. But immediately it is more than 18 months, you are paying like 10,000 or 15,000 naira for your annual return. Because whatsoever you are doing, it has to be what? It has to be monitored. Please, are you getting it? So pre means new, fresh, and it comes with scratch. You start from scratch to get the CAC certificate and other documents. So business of registration can pay you even up to 6-digit figure even in a month. Don't say you don't know it. Don't say you can't do it. It takes between 5 to 7 days for you to register a business name. It takes between 3 weeks to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, between 2 and 3 weeks to register a company. And it is as easy as possible. You can get all those done on your smartphone. No, I'm trying to say smartphone because I believe almost every one of us have the smartphone. So let's lay emphasis on what we can have, and that is one of the ways you can unlock your work on your potentials. When God wants to help that woman that his husband died in the doom of death, he asked that woman, what did you have? That thing in your hand is what God wants to use to take you to where you want to you go to. So your smartphone, I said the money you are looking for is the decision you need to make and the step you need to take. The money you are what? The money you are looking for is the decision you have to make and the step you have to take. Your smartphone is a powerful money printing tool. It's a powerful money printing tool. So if you know how to use it well, you can get whatsoever you want. Never say never. Never say no. All these things they are teaching us today, all this awareness they are bringing to us today, it is not new, but because we are sitting on the fence, we just believe that what I am doing is okay. We are moving to an era that even the 1, 2, 3 businesses you are doing cannot sustain your income again. The income you are getting cannot sustain your living again. So we have to look for what other things can I do. Part of social media is this virtual assistance. You can just work from your home with just 3 hours of your day and you are collecting your money. But just make sure that you are loaded. Nobody celebrates a non-entity. They said they are going to help some people after they, interview them. Okay, do you want to learn a skill? If in the process of interviewing, they know who is going somewhere and who is not going anywhere. When we talk about empowerment and everything is not just about money. Let me tell you something. One of my boss told me, he said, nobody gets rich through palliative. Nobody. Nobody gets rich. Even if the one giving palliative is not careful, he or she will enter into penury. Because nobody. But when you empower someone, you have not just empowered that person, you have empowered a nation. Just like somebody said, he said, when you give a woman egg, he give you a living, she give you a living soul. That is what empowerment is. It breaks the shackles of poverty. It breaks the shackles of, I don't have money. Because you always have one thing to do. One thing to do. One thing to do. So on this note, I want you to take note of the following. I said, the son of a rich man is not a rich boy. Only the person who is rich is the one who has the cash flow. The son of a rich man is not what? Is not a rich boy. The only one that is rich is you who has the what? Who has the cash flow. So it doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter who you are connected to. But once you have the cash flow, then you are the one on top. It is not about title. It is not about the name. It is about what you can bring to the table and what you can offer. I won't be here today. Other people, my speakers that have been here, that are seated, they won't be here if they don't have something to contribute. So we must be loaded. If you are not loaded, we can never be needed. So when you are loaded and you fill yourself with various things, you can do this, you can do this, you will always be needed. And opportunity comes. You say, someone say you are lucky when opportunity meets you prepared. Opportunity combined with preparation makes you to be what? Makes you to be lucky. So the Lord bless you as you open your hearts and next what God has been able to bring to you this afternoon, and God bless you. Once again, thank you, sir, for having me here.
Can we give a round of applause once again? Is there anybody that learned one or two things from our session that wants to share with us? Okay.
I use my phone to design. Every time I'm looking for a laptop or iPad or something. But sincerely speaking, if you are sensitive in the spirit, what you got today for free is what others pay money to seminars to get. Please, I'm begging you, don't take these information for free, for granted. This thing you call a phone is much more than a phone. It's an income for you. It's an income if you use it properly. Legitimately, it's an income. Now, anyone who wishes to register a company, this I'm saying now, should please see her. After discussion, she will talk to me. If you know you are ready to register a company, you want to start a company, please see her before the end of the program. So we're going to go on break. It will tell you what is happening now. So please stay behind. We have two more speakers who are speaking.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, a question. Okay, sir.
Praise the Lord. First of all, I want to commend our efforts so far so good. And it is my prayer that God of heaven will continually strengthen us on every side in Jesus' name. My question is actually directed to the last speaker on graphics design. Ma, you recommended an app for us, which is Pixel Lab application. Ma, after design, do we have an access to download the original file? And if yes, is it printable in such a way that it will be acceptable by the clients?
Okay, for the purpose of this class, that's why I said when it's come to design, it's less of theory, it's more of practical. There is a way, there is a mode you save your work. You save your work, your documents. You don't just save it. We have JPEG, we have PNG, we have CorelDRAW file. So there is a way you save your work that it will make it to be printable. I printed some. There is a living witness here. Can you stand up? Thank you. I did a design for our program. she's having, okay, let me advertise that. She's doing liquid soap, air freshener, and the like. So I did these are designed for her. I mean, just like a flyer, she will attach like a SAV that will be attached on the package. And we printed it, and yeah, we have done a lot. I've designed, I think I have a lot on my phone here. I've designed a birthday card, I've designed exercise book, I've designed letterhead paper, which was printed. It just have a way you save it so that when you print it, it will not look like a cartoon. I think you understand me. So it will look like a real, very close to CorelDRAW file. But especially Pixel Lab is well used for when you want to use it for e-flyer, e-flyer. So it's very, very good in that. But there is a way we save it that we make it beautiful and look as if we design it on our system. Have I answered the question?
First and foremost, I want to appreciate the speaker. Please, I want to make an inquiry. Please, can we have a slide which you can use to follow up? As a learner, if we get the slide, it will make it easier for us. Like I've talked about the Peace Lab now on it. Some of the slides, it's going to give us the alphabet, correct alphabet. I'm talking about the spelling, and which will lead us to some process, so that by the time we want to do it, at least we can work on our own without stress. Thank you.
Any other questions before?
I actually have this in mind before that. We will create a WhatsApp group. For all the participants that have been here today, we're going to create a WhatsApp group. And I'm going to plead on our speakers to give me the soft copy of their presentation. So we'll put on that WhatsApp group. Because you have attended, you have the privilege to go on that WhatsApp group to see those things again. And then any other information that will come after now. So every one of us who have spoken will also give the soft copy of the presentation on the WhatsApp group. The coordinator will do that after the event. Thank you very much. So we'll go on break now. I promised a sister who has book for sale outside. So while we are on break, I just endorse to visit the bookstand outside and endow yourself to any books that you think you can buy yourself. It's outside there. The sister is outside. She's there. The books are good. I've looked at them. They're very good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. In the absence of no questions, so we'll go to our break time. This is an opportunity for us to meet and greet and connect and also have our lunch. So we are going to be having our lunch up of the church. We don't want us to eat down to not later at the church. So we just go up there, we get served, we eat our food up there also before we come back. Thank you very much.
Oh.